It's December, and you guys know what that means. It's the annual social media post that goes viral about the holidays just aren't the same anymore. And I feel like the statement can be true depending on your situation. For example, you could have had a breakup around this time. You could have lost someone important in your life because they passed away. Or perhaps you're just super stressed out about work, school, whatever it is. But in my opinion, I feel like this statement is just blind nostalgia besides, obviously real life issues. But I think it also just stems from like a longing for your childhood and just trying to understand that you're growing up as a person. As we grow older, I feel like it's a common thing to talk about that Christmas doesn't feel the same anymore. Thanksgiving is a little odd, and maybe Halloween just isn't for you anymore, which is completely fair. But I think as you grow older, you shouldn't forget these holidays, and you shouldn't feel like that they just aren't the same. I honestly think around this time of the year, many people usually fall into the trap of wanting to do certain things. Like, for example, cuffing season. People love to get like into a relationship around this time. And if you don't get into a relationship, it's seen as like a failure. But that's a whole nother topic. That's like relationships and things like that. But that's one of the effects that happens around this time that makes people think, man, it's Christmas time. I really wish I could have a significant other with me to enjoy this holiday, do fun things like go ice skating, set up a tree, maybe even cut down a tree, which I used to do when I was younger. Super fun, by the way, if you haven't tried it. And pine smells so good, but that's just besides the point. I recently had a discussion with one of my friends. We were door dashing with each other just to get some extra money, and we wanted to hang out. It's a fun thing to do every once in a while. And we saw a Twitter post that said what I just said, that holidays aren't the same anymore. And we went into a deep discussion for like 20 minutes about how, Christmas time used to be so fun. You would tell your parents what you wanted for Christmas, and, you would have the enjoyment of waking up around Christmas time and seeing a gift that, you might have not expected as you progressed in your life. And then it got us into thinking about Christmas time as like adults, right? I had the pleasure to have a job right after high school. I had a retail job, and one of the best things that I ever did, in my opinion, that made me feel so happy was I was able to afford Christmas gifts for my family, like my little brothers, my sisters, and just my parents, because honestly, they did that for me so much when I was younger. It's like almost perfect to give back that favor. And one of the big things is that, to me, if you say Christmas is not, feels the same or something like that, I feel like it stems from you not understanding how important these holidays are to family. For example, I've said it many times before, I've lost my grandmother to cancer, and family was a big thing to her, especially around this time of the year. No matter her financial situation, anything, she always wanted to make sure her grandchildren had a Christmas gift, whether it was something super cheap from the dollar store or back in the day she got it from Toys R Us. It didn't matter, and she always had a gift for us. But the most important thing was that gift was just an excuse to get all of her grandchildren around to hang out with her during the holidays, because to her, all that really mattered was seeing everyone, because family was so important to her as she got older. My grandmother came from a huge Italian family. Like, I'm talking about, she had like 10 siblings. Like, it was insane the amount of siblings she had. And something she always expressed to us was that family should always be number one, and being able to see people that you care about. But as a kid, you just like loved the idea of getting said gift. And that's all that she really thought we cared about at the time, which is fair, because you're not going to fully understand that as a kid because you're just not all there yet. And as you grow older, you start to learn a bit more and appreciate what your grandmother or someone in your life did when you were like a little kid, like a little scrawny teenager or whatever you were. But the thing is, Christmas in general and just these type of holidays around this time, it's not always about the gifts. And I know I sound super cliche, and as you grow older, you really start to learn that. And it's something that I feel like people forget all the time. It's about spending time with the people you care about. Like, for example, recently we had a family dinner where my aunts and uncles and just all our cousins got together just to celebrate the time of the year. It's not like we were celebrating Christmas early. We just all got together, had a good time. My aunt made some delicious ham and everything. It was like a mini Christmas dinner, for example. But it was great because, it's just that time of the year where people are super happy, super jolly. They just want to spread like love. And I feel like this is a big thing people forget around this time of the year. This is the time of year where you just enjoy your family and what they've done for you and appreciate everything that has gone in your life and just happen throughout the year. I know it's not New Year's, and I don't want you to make a New Year's resolution or anything like that. All I'm saying is if you feel like this time of the year is boring or it just doesn't feel the same, I feel like you kind of have to make it, feel the same. When you're younger, you don't really realize how important family is to you. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but for me, I didn't. I always just saw Christmas as like an opportunity to get gifts, and snow was a big deal. But as I got older and became an adult, and I was finally able to afford like presents and things like that for my family, it made me have this new gratification, satisfaction, whatever you want to say, for just the holiday time. Because I was able to see the people that I love, that I spent so much time with this year, get a gift or get something special from me and see their just faces be happy. Like, the idea of just making, people that you love happy is so important. And yes, of course, there's plenty of reasons for the holidays not to be for you. Like I said, it could be family drama. It could be issues with yourself mentally. It could be that someone died during the Christmas season. It doesn't matter, But I genuinely think people that say that statement are just blinded by nostalgia. And if you have no excuse besides, I don't get gifts anymore, things like that, I think you're missing out on the big part of what is this holiday season. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a quick rant video because, man, I hate this statement so much. Thank you guys so much for 1,400 subs. Insane. Hope you guys have an amazing Christmas season or whatever holiday you celebrate. Either it's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I think that's this year, and have a happy new year. I'll probably have another video out soon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, night, wherever you're watching this, and peace.